fun. And what I'd like to do is come show this. Please tell us about this wall of vines. How many vines are on this wall?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 7 or 8 vines on this. The purpose of the whole thing was to hide the neighbor's garage behind it. We built a structure first. And then on the left is Dutchman's pipe with the big heart-shaped leaves. The next pole has honeysuckle, and it's just past blooming. And then this is clematis, and you can see some of the clematis has actually gone up in the top. And then on the right, this is a very, very vigorous 5-leaf akebia, chocolate akebia.
Okay, so let's come sit at the picnic table and finish up our interview, because sadly we have to go. But there are a couple of things. Let's see. No, you're good there. Let's put you there. So we always finish up with a couple of questions to grow on. But before we do that, you are an artist on so many levels. And it is, I really believe it is in your DNA. It's nothing you've learned, it's who you are. But where did you get this passion for art from? Was it from family? Was there a grandmother that taught you? Where did it come from?
I don't know. My friends say I was adopted from a traveling gypsy band of art directors or something. I do think that anything I do, whether it's a graphic design project, a gardening project, a painting project, or if someone asked me to design a parking lot, I would find a creative way to do it.
Why does it matter? Why does it matter to you to do things like this, to have beauty?
I don't like ordinary is not in my DNA.
And there's nothing you can, like when I was a kid, nothing? There's
no
no seminal moment.
I always drew. I drew a lot as a kid, cartoons and stuff. And then I went to college, Buff State, from Binghamton to Buff State. And I was in the fine arts program, and I realized that fine artists don't have jobs, health care, co-workers. They don't have any of that. So I got into graphic design and advertising.
Well, I can't tell you, I found a quote a long time ago, and it was like, everyone deserves to be surrounded by beauty in their life. And you not only do that here in your yard, you share it and you spread it, and it makes a difference in people's lives. I feel different having been here this morning, and I'm sure everyone who watches this is going to feel the same way, so thank you for this honor. 2 questions to grow on.
Right.
And you've got these ahead of time, so I expect stellar answers.
If I remember what I came up with, yeah.
So if you could only grow 3 plants, and we've seen you have many more than 3 here, what would you grow?
Well, one is the coral bells, those heuchera, by that heuchera fountain. They come in so many colors.
Yeah.
And I'm by nature cheap. Coleus are spectacular.
Yes.
But Coleus are annuals. You have to buy them each year.
Right.
These things, right after the snow is gone, they start popping up.
Really?
Yeah. And then the color is there. There's so many varieties. So that's one of my favorite plants.
Okay. One.
Another.
One. That's one. You 2 to go.
Another is that Japanese forest grass underneath
the plates.
Yeah. You'll find a lot in the front yard.
Okay.
It's
a low border. Like I have some grasses, but they grow high. That seems to stay low.
It's a low border, and it likes to mound. I actually have a little channel of it right here.
I see it.
Along the bed, just to soften the edge of that raised bed. And then my other one is actually that heart-shaped leaf, Dutchman's pipe.
It's so beautiful. I don't want to close in on it because I won't be able to zoom back out, but it is beautiful.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Do you? Well, the second question is advice for gardeners. But before we get there, biggest garden failure?
Well, you can't see them actually because they're still failures. I've got a corner in the back there. I've tried to plant things there. I had trees there originally, ferns. I've tried a bunch of other different plants. Nothing ever works. It's shaded. It's a weird area. It doesn't get a lot of sun at all.
But you're the expert. How can you not figure that out?
I don't know. It took me years to figure out this bed.
I love the boxwood and that you've trimmed them into a pattern. So beautiful.
Yeah, that was based on Vol.5, which is a garden in the Loire Valley of France.
So it's a maze or something?
No, it's just a very, very formal potager garden. Probably the most beautiful vegetable garden in the world. And it's sort of based on that. It's in the structure of a cross, which is what they used to do. and then there was always a tree or something in the middle to represent the monks at toil.
Oh,
So that's what the
how
fountain is.
inspiring.
Yeah, I mean,
Very spiritual.
You steal ideas.
Right.
In the foreground here is that's a knee-high apple tree espalier. I stole that idea from Monet. His is about 100 years old.
It will never get higher than that knee size.
Right.
All right, so that was your biggest failure, and I didn't mean to insult you by that, but I can't, right? Like, how else do you learn?
Yeah. Well, they say you never really know a plant until you've killed it 3 times.
Glad they don't say that about people. That would be a little rough. Okay, so final question is, what's your best advice? I mean, you are at a level that hardly any of us ever achieve, even master gardeners. Like, this is stunning. So what's your best advice? Help us figure out how we can create a little bit of paradise in our own worlds.
Start small.
Okay.
Don't have any grand ideas. If you want grand ideas, have the grand ideas, but start in bits and pieces. Go on garden tours, steal ideas. That's what I've been doing for decades now. And you can ask questions of the gardeners, find out what works and what doesn't work. But definitely start small.
What if I have a big garden space and I'm tired of looking at it and I don't want to start small? Like, I want to fill that garden space and I'll plant it this year. I'll be patient 1 year. But next year, I want it to look good. Is that possible?
Well, start by buying my and Sally's book, Buffalo Style Gardens, because it has that in there.
Okay. Where do they find Amazon?
That's on Amazon. I sell it here at my house.
And again, Jim Charlier is Charlier,
Yeah.
and he has an Amazon author page. So you can find his books on Amazon and order them up and get them tomorrow.
Or you can buy a signed copy at artofgardening.org. That's my garden blog.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say that.
Oh, that's okay.
Artofgardening.org. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll post that in the notes here.
Sure.
And so start by buying your book, and then what do we do? Because I learn by doing.
Yeah.
And I would read it and I would love it. But then when I got out there, I would just be like, I don't know, I'm just going to do this.
Well, now you have to think about the purpose first, right? You got to think about, am I going to be cooking out there? Is it, I'm going to be doing a cutting garden? Am I going to put it in a hot tub? What are you going to be doing out in
What
your
do I
backyard?
want it for?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Once you determine that, then you can start thinking about your hardscape first.
Hardscape, define that real quick.
That's where your paths are. That's where any structures are, a patio, a deck.
Okay.
All that hardscape, anything that's not plants.
Okay.
Figure that out first. And then once that's considered and even built, then bring in the plants.
So here's the thing I like about you, because in my mind, and again, I love to garden. My mom was a farm girl, so it comes from my inherent,
Yes.
background. But I love tchotchke stuff, and I always feel like real gardeners, it's only about the plant, like the serious, like, oh no, but I love here because you have whimsy and stuff everywhere, and it makes it magical to me. That's what adds to the beauty and the enjoyment of the garden, and you have no qualms about the stuff.
No, I kind of joke that I have more art than plants at this point. That's the thing about our book, Buffalo Style Gardens, is that every garden should be personal, right? It
Right.
should be something that comes from you. You don't want yours to look like your neighbor's. I tell people, if you're looking for like vintage stuff to put in your garden, or you're looking for like hobbies, artwork you can create yourself, start by shopping in your shed, your garage, your attic, and your basement, because you're going to find stuff that's meaningful to you that you can probably use in the garden as art.
Right, and that makes
Yeah.
it that much better.
Yeah.
Jim Charlier, we have gone way over our time limit, but I don't think anyone's going to care because this has been magical. It's the perfect morning to do this, everything
Yeah.
about it. Thank you for your generosity and kindness in allowing us to come in and sharing all your wisdom.
Oh, thanks for coming.
Oh, anytime. So thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this and that you hung in with us. I don't know, I've got a sun behind me. There we go. So this was number 5. Next 2 weeks, I am looking for gardens. So if you have a garden in Western New York and you would like me to come and talk to you about it, I would love to do that. Direct message me or comment in this video. And we will see you next Wednesday on Garden Wednesday, Western New York. Talk soon.